Hey, good evening. Um, this is funny the way we're doing this interview. Smiling Behind the Sun is this publication. I want to garner a few people. D. I guess I should do the whole doing the notifications off, but I don't want to do that. Hey, Radia. I always screw her name up. I do. Hey, everybody. All right, so this is funny. So, Mike, the interviewer from Smiling Behind the Sun, he's Skyping me, and you can't see the Skype. So, he's going to send me the questions, and I'm going to answer, and I'm going to answer in a way. You know how they always told you we were in school to answer in a way, whereas you incorporated the question? So, I'm going to do that. So, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to probably get some poems in here, but he's going to ask some stuff that's kind of tough because that's just the nature of the other interview. I don't know if you got a chance to read that when I posted the link. So he's going to ask some things kind of tough, so it's not going to be really soft, but here we go. Hey, Mike, what's going on, baby? Okay. Oh, so wait, I got to share this story with you. So I was telling Mike before we got on, he asked me, do I like to work with people? I said, I love to work with people. I love shouting people out. As anybody knows, I love plugging people. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Cynthia. I love plugging people. I love shouting people out. I love doing that because it's all a part of the synergy. So I teach this course at Broadview Library. It's storytelling. It's youth storytelling. And then in January, I start teaching. Hey, Christine. I started teaching storytelling for job interviews. So I had Nestor Gomez, two-time Moth Grand Slam champion, Nestor Gomez, a pal of mine. He came in. I paid him a fee out of my own pocket. He came in, told his story, and shared with the students. It was magnificent. It went off without a hitch, right? So I saw this other guy who I knew, popular spoken word artist here in Chicago. And so I asked him, I approached him. It took me forever to approach him. I sent like a few messages. He finally answered. He talked to me, and then he said, well, I have my manager, assistant, or whatever talk to you. Okay. Hey, Double T. So I talked to so the manager calls me on a Saturday. I happen to be on the set. As some of you know, I'm an actor. I happen to be on the set of Chicago Justice. Watch out for that. I happen to be on Chicago Justice. So she's calling while I'm on set. I can't answer. I send her a text. I say, hey, I'm on set right now. When we're done, I'll hit you back. Well, we don't get done till midnight, which is Sunday morning. So, of course, I'm not calling her then. He obviously is disgruntled and tells him, he calls me. He says, oh, man, she tried to call you a bunch of times. You know, the rigmarole. So I said, okay, no problem. I want you to come 10 minutes, speak to my class, to these children, speak to my kids. What's up, Cage Fantasies? International award-winning author Jessica Cage, Queen of Fantasy, Paranormal. So I'm talking to him, and I say, dude, what do you need to get paid to come to see, teach my kids, share your poem with my kids? And he says, well, I got to talk, and I got to do 2 poems, and I got to talk again. I'm like, dude, how much is it for you to come in? And he says, $500. $500 to come in and speak to these kids. Hey, what's up, Jermaine? Hey, Jackie. Hey, Pamela. And so he comes in, $500, 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes, $500 to come speak to these kids in grammar school, storytelling, right? Right? $500. Now listen, I understand people are supposed to get paid for their time. Anybody who knows me, I host this show every second Friday of the month, Poetry's Love Letter, and I put money in people's hands. Even if I got to take it out of my own pocket or whatever, or whatever, I pay people, or I buy them something to eat, or I buy them something to drink, or whatever. Because artists, You got to be taken care of. But $500, dude, for 10 minutes? I work at a library. I'm a teacher. I'm paying you out of my own pocket. They don't have a budget for that. So he's laughing. He's on the Skype. Like I was telling some of y'all missed it. Mike is Skyping me questions. And I wanted to do it live. And he wanted people to hear. Because he couldn't meet up with me. His car got stalled or what have you. It happens. So here we go. Thank y'all for tuning in. The first question he asked, he says, what is it like? Yeah, 500. That's what I said. Like 500. Like really? Like, dude, five? Like, that's somebody's rent or something. There's some bills. 5 for you to come in 10 minutes? I don't understand. Never mind. I'm not finna, because I'll get off on a rant. I'll go off on it. But anyway, so one of the questions, first question he asked was about my newest book, Angelica's Box, The Evolving. Some of you have read Angelica's Box, The Poetically Sober Psychotic Break. And the follow-up is a little bit different because now we've established 2 personalities, GPA and Pizzle. It's more poetry, and now the separation is more pronounced between the 2. You understand that GPA is chivalrous and romantic, and Pizzle is high octane, very erotic, very into effrontery. What I wanted to do, which I haven't seen done, people write books in a series. In particular, my pal Jessica Cage, she has a great Siren series. You might want to check it out. It's a little off the beaten path. Great literature. She has a Siren series, and most genres have a series of books. I said to myself, well, why not write a poetry series? And that's what Angelica's Box is. It's a trilogy, and we'll bring the 3rd one out, of course, Lord willing, in 2017. But it's an ode to women. I'm a man, a heterosexual man. I like women. I do. Especially when they put on glasses, but that's something else. And so I write the poems as a compliment, not to be condescending, not to objectify, but as a compliment to women that I've encountered, interacted with, had the pleasure of interacting with. So that's that thing. It's available on my website, iblowyourmind.net, and also on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and such. Okay. The next question, he asked me, what is my take on 2016? Wow. Hey, Kels. My fellow actor pal, Kels. 2016 is, it's just been a monster. 2016 has been a monster. And not just for celebrities. We know about celebrities because news points them out and everything like that. But man, I can tell you personally, I lost 1 week, right before the Grand Slam in November. I lost 2 people in the same week. It was Tuesday, and then it was Thursday. And I was like, wow. My friend Royce, a lot of y'all know a model was murdered last year here in Chicago. And that was her mom. And her mom was always, mom was always in the hospital. And I remember going to see her in the hospital and what have you. And she dug my poetry, and I would go and read her poetry or whatever. I'm sorry. 1 second. Thank you. And it was just effed up. Excuse me. I apologize. Um, so it just wasn't. It just hadn't been celebrities. But you see celebrities because like I was a huge George Michael fan. I don't know about anybody else. Huge George Michael fan. Oh my God. Careless Whisper. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Sorry for my lack of composure. I apologize. Careless Whisper. Yo, everything she wants. Oh my God, George Michael. For those of us coming through that time, I was in high school, coming out. I remember going on my first college trip, listening to dude. It's like, yo, yeah, and then like Carrie Fisher. I was a Star Wars dude. I came up on that. It was my dad's favorite movie. So the whole Princess Leia thing, but just overall, man. And then we won't get into the election thing. We won't, because that just was his own. Oh, Prince. Oh, I mean, you could just. I mean, who didn't? I can remember. I'm gonna date myself. I remember here in Chicago, the movies costed $2.75 or $3, right? Right. And I remember me and my buddy going. We lived over east, and those of y'all in Chicago know we lived on 75th by the lake, and Ford City's on Cicero. We caught the bus on 79th because it went all the way from one side of the city to the other, and went to see Purple Rain, and then snuck in to see it again. And I don't know how many times I saw it that summer. Hey, Imani, another author pal of mine. But yeah, man, it's just been one of those things. But then I'm conflicted because we've had all this, and I know some of y'all have gone through it. This is the thing people need to understand. When stuff happens to people, it's not just you. It's not just you. Like, people are going through it. They don't talk about it as much or whatever, but they're going through it. They're going through it. And it's kind of selfish to be like, oh, but people are going through it. People are losing, what have you. They're going through it. So, one nothing like Purple Rain. Yo, when he did The Beautiful Ones, I was thinking my cousin. What's up? What's up, cousin Dave? My cousin tuning in. When he did The Beautiful Ones, this is me. Wait, don't judge me. This is me. Ah, yes. No, I like women. Y'all know this. But Hey, Dylan Blaylock. Yo, I'm gonna screw the radio station up, but I know it's the one essence. Plug your radio station, Dylan. I know I was gonna mess it up. Whenever I mess it up, I always say, hey, do that so I don't mess it up. But I was doing that. So okay, that's enough on that. But yeah, hey, but listen, one thing before I go to the next question, because he's posted the next question up. We alive. We alive. These quote unquote celebrities, and then the people we know close to us who transitioned to the other side, it bothered us, so it affected us in one way or another, but we alive. So we got to keep on moving. We got to keep on moving, people. And that's a nice segue to the thing. This question is, why do I call myself the MVP? Oh, because I'm a conceited prick. No. Okay. Straight up. As a black man, as a man with melanin armor, I believe you have to. My dad always said, you have to be 2 or 3 times as good. Well, I took that a step further and said, if I have to be 2 or 3 times as good to even up with people without melanin, then I have to be 6 times as good just to be the best over everybody. If that's the thinking, if that's the logic. So I call myself the MVP because, well, If anybody, some of y'all have watched me or been supporters of mine, and I appreciate that greatly. Um, I do everything. I do some of everything that you can do. I'm a storyteller, champion storyteller. I'm an author, international award-winning author. I'm an actor. Wait, I got a surprise for y'all too. Y'all are gonna be shocked. I'm gonna let you in on it. Wait. You're gonna turn on the TV. You're gonna turn on the TV next year, 2017. You're gonna turn on the TV, and you're not gonna see me in the background. No diss, because I'm a background celebrity. I've done background. But you're going to look in the background. You're going to look on TV, and you're going to see me step out, and you're going to see me start talking. I got to hold it, though. I can't say anything. But watch. Okay. Go back to the thing. Hey, Denise. Another author friend of mine. Wonderful lady. I do everything. I make it my business to do everything well. Or at a high level, so and a bunch of stuff, so you can't like you can't get around me. I really think in this world with social media and so many people to connect, you have to just give it. I don't know what the next breath is. I don't know what the next moment is. So I'm going to get it. Thank you. I'm going to get it. I have to go get it. Because so many people waste opportunities. Like, most of y'all on this thing right now, y'all do something at a high level. You're authors or you're actors. You're in charge of events. And you do them at a high level. And you give it your everything. Why not? I am just fortunate that there are opportunities that either... They weren't given to me. I'm not going to tell that lie. I went out and got them. And I'm just going to go at a high level. If you see me storytell, I'm going to do it up here. If you see me write a poem, I love writing poems, as you know. I'm going to do it up here. And I just think that's what you should do. And so the MVP is, I like to have fun with this whole thing. A lot of people are serious. Like, there's serious stuff, like racism, serious. Your health, serious. Stuff like that is serious. But like this whole thing, let's have some fun. Like Snapchat, I haven't got into that. Really, I've done a couple of Snapchats, but it's about having fun. And so the MVP thing is me having fun with the stuff I do and then living up to it. So, okay, he says now it's time to, all right, here we go. What is it like being black in Chicago? No. I missed. What is it like being black in America? Shit. Hey, Marjorie. With a coffee drinking self. She's all right. That's a good lady there. All these good ladies on here. It's easy to write poems when you got great ladies you interact with on a daily basis. I appreciate y'all. The conundrum with being black is a wonderful thing. So much culture, so much excellence, so much history behind it. You know, and someone said this, I can't take credit for this, but someone said this. They said the thing about being black that is so powerful is when you are able to do things, be excellent, be great, considering that the whole world is against you. I saw that on a post and I said, damn, that was good. You're right. Because I live in the #1 segregated city in Chicago. Look it up. And I love my city. We've been that way, #1 for the last 3 years. We took it over from Boston. We'd always been like second, first. And so if you live in the #1 segregated city in the United States, whatever's in that city reflects that. The way people live, the way jobs are, the way art is. And I'm an artist, an entertainer, what have you. If you look, and this is me being honest, if you look on certain shows, you look up and you say, and Kales will tell you, and a few other people, Pamela will tell you, you look on the shows and only on certain scenes you see us. But then Otherwise, you don't see us. And we make up, along with Latinos, we make up the crux of our city. But you don't see us. You look at storytelling, and if you've ever been to a moth or everything like that, you've seen one person with melanin armor there. This guy. Me. And until recently, that's changed. Jacoby Cochran, Elizabeth Cambridge, Phyllis Porche. If I forgot anybody, let me know. Kels, of course, Kels does everything as well. She's done storytelling. She can tell you it's hosted, most of the hosts. And this isn't a distance, but this is a reflection of the city we live in. And so my city is just one city in these United States. So it's a microcosm of everything. Imagine people who live in cities that aren't as big. They aren't as big. And so they face these issues. And it's real. It's not anything we're trying to glamorize but at the same time, we're not trying to glamorize it or minimize it, because you can't. Racism is a monster. It's a monster. Why? Because even if it's big or small, its effect is the same. If you see it, you can deal a little bit. But the funny thing about racism is you can't see it sometimes. And you can guess, and someone will tell you, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. And you know darn well it's it. But they'll tell you, no, that's not it. But I love having melanin armor. I love people, because that's the way I was brought up. I love black people because, we be up against it. We be up against it. And we come out. We come out and go get it. The last thing on that, and we'll move on. Some of my friends who are on this thread are authors. And they can tell you going into certain stores that there's an African-American section. And the African-American section is like this big. And these are authors, so a bunch of books won awards and so on and so forth. It's like that big. Or you could automatically classify, like I write, besides poetry and children's books, I write mysteries. The Warmest Winter, if you haven't got a chance to check it out. So I write mysteries. And so I wrote it out the box. I wrote purposely not to describe characters so you couldn't get a feel for what it is. But a lot of people get thrown into the urban lit, and that's a whole nother animal. I won't even get into that. Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. He asked, what type of women do you like? Oh, my God. Nope. Okay. There's something about a woman who is... Oh, my goodness. This is bad. Okay. All right. I'm going to offend some of you, so just buckle up. I'm going to. You know I don't care. No. There's something about a woman who loves to laugh. There is just something about a woman who loves to laugh. Who knows how to have a great time. She'll go handle her business, go handle whatever responsibility she had, work, parental, whatever the case may be, and she knows how to laugh. She knows how to put all that behind her and laugh. Everyone knows that I have a thing for women with glasses. I don't know whether it's because my mom wears glasses. I don't know, because the whole poetic thing of, like, you have glasses and then there's a layer between you and the glasses, her eyes, because the eyes are the windows to the soul and all that. So I don't know if it's that thing, but there's just something about when a woman takes she's wonderful face to look at. And whether she wears them all the time and then she puts her glasses on, it's like, oh, it's like, oh. I love women who read, because I love to read. I think that's dope. I like women with curves. I do. I'm not a small dude. I'm a dude. So I like women with curves. Um, I like women who believe in higher power, believe in God, because I do. Um, I think that's, I think that covers everything. Women who quick, smart. Um, yeah, you know. Oh, oh, this is like a bonus thing. If a woman like says, "Hey, what time does the game come on?" Oh, that's so dope. She says, "What time does the game come on?" Wait, I'm gonna let that hang there. She says, "Hey, what time does the game come on?" Or the playoffs are on the day. Oh, really? And she says that and she'll drink a beer. Uh, I, wait a minute. Excuse me. Let me exhale. Okay. Hey, Deborah. It's my friend Deborah, the owner, proprietor, my good friend of Let Them Eat Chocolate, where we host Poetry's Love Letter every second Friday. This June, it'll be 5 years. And I appreciate her. She always has us there, and she's really flexible. Because sometimes I go past closing, and it's time to get up out of there, but she works with me, and she's done so this time. So that's my pal. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate you. Okay, let's keep it moving. There was so much more I could have said on that question, but I said curves, right? I did say curves. Like, wait, like curves. Love a woman with curves. Okay, I can do that. He says, can you, what's up, Kyle? Oh my God, fellow actor, stylish dude, styling. He styles on him. He says, would you do a poem? A poem, really, dude? Nobody wants to hear a poem. Nobody wants to hear a poem. Go on to the next question. Nobody wants to hear a poem. If you want to hear a poem, I can do a poem. I've been thinking of something today. I wanted to do, but okay, because you said please. Okay. All right. Tell me not to think about you. Tell me not to call you. Tell me not to reach out and hold your hand, whether you're standing next to me on the inside of the street we were walking, or at night while we're sitting in front of watching Netflix or Hulu or Amazon and just chilling. Shout out to ESPN. Tell me not to come by and bring you anything to eat. Tell me not to take you out on dates consecutively or in between days, or sneak 15 minutes. Sneak 15 minutes because that's all you have to spare. Tell me not to do those things. Tell me not to put my arms around you and hold you as if I'll never hold you again. Tell me not to kiss you as if it was the first time and will be the last time, and I'm stuck in between both of those extremes. Tell me not to do those things. Tell me not to go outside and warm your car up because it gets frigidly, dastardly cold here in Chicago. Tell me not to clean the snow off your car. Tell me not to help you off the steps or off the sidewalk because I might mess with your independence, even though I just want your safety. Tell me not to tell you that when you get home, call me, text me, let me know you got home safely. Tell me not to do those things. Tell me not to peel your clothes off you layer by layer. Tell me not to hold you and caress you gently, each and every portion of you. Tell me not to, after a long day, to take your feet in both of my hands and massage the aches and pains out of them. Tell me not to do these things. Tell me not to love you as if you had been loved before, both in the spiritual and the physical sense. Tell me not to go as deep as I need to go, as if I was Jacques Cousteau or captain in the Nautilus. Tell me these things. Tell me not to pray for you when I wake up in the morning, during the day, and at the end of it when I go to slumber. Tell me not to need you. Tell me not to want you. Tell me not to be concerned about you. Tell me not to tell my friends how wonderful you are, how much of a difference you made in my life. Tell me not to do any of these things. And that will be the only time I ever tell you no. My poem. Whew. You probably figured out I just thought that up. Because I'm dope. Y'all know I'm conceited. Don't act like y'all don't know I'm conceited. Stop it. 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 Oh, I need to tell y'all about somebody else. My pal Double T. I affectionately call her Double T. Her choice in football teams is a little suspect. No. She runs. She is like the super duper award winning reviewer for reading. If I mess it up, just write down what I say. Reading in Black and White, and she runs a blog as well, and she reviews books like books she's reading. Most of the sisters on this thread, they are readers, like readers, like they. Okay, the same way somebody who likes to eat eats, they devour books. I did say reading in black and white. Yes, I got it right. Sometimes you in the thing, you just get caught up in what you're doing. So, there that is. Thank y'all again. I want to tell y'all thank y'all again for tuning in. All right, Mike, couple more. So he asked me, has it been tough? I want to make sure I'm reading it right. Okay. Has it been tough? Thank you, Double T. Thank y'all. Is it tough being me? I'm waiting for him to clarify. Oh. It goes back to the, I think the question of being black. All right, forget it. I really think as much as sisters get the shaft on stuff, I think, being a black dude and then being confident. I think being confident and outspoken like I am, I make no bones. Like y'all see me joke about being conceited. Y'all know me. Anybody who's known me for any length of time, some of y'all know me a few years now, know who I am and what I am. You've met me in real life and be like, oh, and you know me in real life and how that's not the same thing, but you know who I am and how I go about and get it. I just gotta, they having a love fest on the thread now. Having a love fest. They are. This is hilarious to see. No, seriously. They're having a love fest. They like the readers and the reviewer. And I'm sorry, Miss Hubert. I'm sorry. She puts on, I gotta do this. See, I went away from the question for a second. She puts on these events. One is I'm gonna screw the first one up. But the Fall Fiction Fest is the second one. That's the one I always seem to make it to somehow. Well, I made it. Yeah, I made it. Because one time I was in an accident. It was crazy. She puts that on in September, late September. And I want to say it's the Midwest Fiction Fest. I just messed that up again. That's in June. I never make that one. Because I really think she closes the things, the slots, before I can get one. I really think that happens. I don't know. Maybe it's me being dark. I don't know what that is. And she has a cadre of reviewers as well. The Great Midwest Book Fest. Okay. I'll be in the neighborhood, but see, if you let me come sometimes, then I probably will remember. No, it's not really difficult to be me. It's fun on a lot of days. It's more, I did say in June. I said that in June. Um, I'm just doing my job. I'm just, this is the way I look at it. And I'm gonna ask sisters, and then y'all can come back. I'm gonna ask the women on the thread, and y'all can come back and y'all can answer. If you answer candidly, I'd appreciate it. So I'm gonna answer this like this. So you see somebody, sisters, women have just been victimized by corniness, dudes with lack of ambition, people that talk a whole bunch and then don't follow through. Fuck boys. Fuck boys are rampant, right? And so here I am. I'm like my dad, who before me, I'm like my brother. Confident men, strong men who just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And the difference with me is I'm going to tell you I'm going to do it, then I'm going to go out and do it bigger than the way I told you. And I believe that's necessary, not just for women to be able to say, hey, because no woman, not one, unless she's just domineering, no woman likes a weak dude. No woman wants to be around a weak man. Nobody wants to be around a weak man, but no woman wants to be around a weak man. Because when they're out and about, yeah, the woman probably can defend herself or whatever the case may be, but if she knows this guy she's with will stand in front of her and make sure she's safe and all that, how much better does she feel herself and her choice? And how much does she feel good about this dude? And then, here's a word. Consistently. Consistency. Somebody that's consistent. You're consistent. You say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and you do that, and you do that, and do that. Or the opposite. You've known dudes who said they were going to do this, and do this, and do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then do this, and you don't expect anything but disappointment from them. And after a while, you stop being disappointed. You say, oh, forget that. I don't want to be bothered with that, because you get tired. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm flawed. It happens. I lose about 10 pounds. Well, maybe not. But I'm flawed. I'm not a perfect dude. I'm just the best dude I could be every day, day in and day out. I go for it. And so anybody that knows me, or again, you've met me, you've seen me, every time out, I'm going to give it every time out. Every time out. I'm going to do what I need to do every time out. And I believe that's what we need. And then I go into schools. I go into schools and I speak to kids. And they see me, I show up in my suit and whatever the case may be, well dressed, and they see me. Or like when I played Santa. All right. Last week, I played Santa 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I played Santa. And these kids on the south side of Chicago, anybody knows my city, south side of Chicago, they hadn't seen a black Santa before. Now me, I was going there. Shouts out to my friend, Angel Simmons. I was going there to pass out gifts anyway, because I like to do that type of stuff. I think that's necessary. But she says, hey, James, could you be Santa? Could you be Santa? I was like, yeah, I could do that. And I just thought I was doing the thing, helping out my pal, what have you. The way these kids walked up to me, hugged me, I was just like, whoa, really? And I remember, I had to think about my own youth. I never saw a black Santa. I knew my dad and my mom was Santa, I never saw a black Santa. And I was Black Santa. I'm just doing my job. Everybody's got their purpose here. Everybody's got what they're supposed to do or what they want to do or whatever the case may be. And hopefully those two things intersect. Just doing my job. I'm just I'm going for it. And somebody look at me and say, wow, they don't have to like me. That's fine. I'm conceited. I like myself. But for people who pay attention and be like, hey, dude just goes and gets it. Dude is that dude. That's so no, it's not hard being me. It's fun. It's, you know. Last question. Thank God. What's next? What now? What's next? What's now? What now? I'm currently finishing up, rewriting Cruel Summer. It's the follow-up to my mystery novel, The Warmest Winter. It's better. My first novel, I'm not ashamed to say, it was a little rushed. I was a little excited. I could have done a better job getting it before it got to the editor, and in turn, the editor could have done a better job. But I'll take that. It's on me. It's my book, my name on it, and it could have been better. It was a darn good book, from what people said, but it could have been better. And A Cruel Summer is better. I'm taking a page from Christine Paul's, and I'm going through a couple of editing sessions rather, before it'll ever get to you. I'm also working on the follow-up to Here Comes Bobo and Scooter. It is Bobo now entering the 6th grade middle school, and he'll be dealing with bullying, having another crush on a girl, and so on and so forth. Something that didn't come to fruition this year rather, but I want a one-man show, and I want it to be just for ladies, and I want you to be able to come with my band and me entertain you with poetry and chocolates and such like that. I want to do that, like in the spring. I'm aiming for May, June, something like that. So it'll be warm and you can come on out and put your feet up and be comfortable and be entertained and be treated like ladies. So that's something. And of course, we're finishing up Angelicas Box, the trilogy, and then a lot of my focus has shifted towards acting now. I'm in a play upcoming, As You Like It. And then there's the surprise. I want to see your face when you turn on the TV and you say, oh shit, that's James. Oh my God. I cannot wait. I can't wait for that. Because that's the type of dude I am. I just can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. And just keep, I love doing the poems, sharing the poems, doing that and telling stories. And then I'm going to go for history next year. No one has won more than 2 Grand Slams. And I'm in 4 different Grand Slams in 3 different cities. So I'll have a date for you. I have a date for y'all for that. Sometime in January, I got to get with Deborah. And it's going to be an intimate fest. It's going to be invite only. It's going to be invite only. People will come. And I'm just going to entertain you. So yeah, intimate. I'm not going to charge you. We take donations or whatever, but I'm not going to charge you. I'm just going to have you come on out, take a seat, have a glass of wine, and get some chocolate, and just entertain you. Okay? Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I want to thank Mike. He's cracking up over here through Skype. I'm so glad that he was able to figure this out. But thanks to Mike and Smiling Behind the Sun. I'll repost the written interview in a few minutes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. These last few days of 16, Be safe. Take care of yourselves. If you've got phone ring, don't wait till the first to get fit. Don't wait till the first to start eating right. Do better. Live better. Be happy. Smile, laugh, dance, sing. Whatever it is, do that. So you'll feel good. Peace and blessings. Love y'all. See y'all on the other side. You know? Happy New Year and such. Peace and blessings. Mike, thanks again. Y'all have a good night. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Peace.